Hello students of class 6. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for life science of class 6 and the chapter that I am going to discuss today and I will continue today, that is the health and hygiene. This video is part 6. In the previous video I have completed the parts of the communicable disease caused by many of the virus, bacteria, funguses. Today we are talking about how the infections can be spread. So mainly the drop infections spread by the through air, mainly the droplet infections. Through food and water. Through direct contact and obviously by insects and other animals that called vectors by them. In this video, we are going to learn about the through air droplet infections, through food and water and through direct contact. So let's check.
The droplet infection or through air, how the diseases can be transmitted. You can see that in the first picture that you can see that one person is sneezing and both do not have any mask in their mouth, so the disease can be spread easily by the droplets coming out by coughing and sneezing, and that can go from a normal individual person from a infectious person. So it can easily transmitted, the disease can be easily transmitted and the person will get affected, the healthy person will get affected due to this reason. But in the second reason, you can see that the index case or in the person who have the disease, he is also using mask, as well as the healthy person is also using mask. So the exposed contact is using mask. Here by the aerosols or by the droplet infections, the infection rate is much more lower. So the germs of some diseases are present in the windpipe, nasal passage, throat and mouth of the person suffering from the disease. A sneeze or cough from an infected person releases a mist of droplets full of microbes into the air. When other people inhale this air, microbes enter their body and infect them. Cold, influenza, tuberculosis, measles and diphtheria are such of infectious disease that can be spread through the air, and if we use mask or any protection, then it can be transmitted much more slowly, or the transmission rate will be lower. Here you can see the infected person orally from the nasal passage and for the cough and cold is similarly infecting another person, another healthy person. So aerosol within the beyond of 1 meter, it can float in air for 1 hour, can be inhaled. So it can be of two types. The droplet can be of two types, is less than 5 mm and 5 to 100 mm. The droplets can travel less than 1 meter, fall to the ground in under 5 seconds, cannot be inhaled, that is greater than 100 mm. So if the droplets are big, they can't float, but if the droplets are small, they can float. So in this way, through the air by the droplet infections, the diseases can be spread easily. It is one more picture of it. Here you can see how the droplets are splitting out from an infected person's mouth. The next picture, the outside you can see a fresh broccoli is there, but If you see it more zoomly, and if you can do by the microscopic picture, if you can see the microscopic picture, then you can find many of the small microbes are present in the fresh leafy vegetables also. So the diseases can be spread by them. The diseases such as typhoid, dysentery, cholera, and other intestinal infections spread through contaminated water as well as contaminated food. So, these are also the causes of the diseases by the food and the water. Here you can see there's some person who is having the typhoid fever and who is consuming the water. He or she thought that the water is completely clean, but the Salmonella typhi is present here that can't be seen by our naked eyes. So if we consume that water that have that microbes, then the white coating on the tongue can be produced and it can be enlarge our liver and spleen. It can form the ulceration in the intestine and the rashes of the in the body as well. So the diseases are spread through the contaminated water, are called the waterborne diseases. So water may get contaminated when infected people bath, wash, or defecate near sources of water. In this picture you can see that someone is washing their clothes, someone taking water as well, and the livestock are also taking bath in the same water. So it is the very common picture of contamination of the water. When contaminated water get mixed with the drinking water, it causes infection. Microbes causing infections of the ear, nasal passage and throat commonly spread through swimming pools or this kind of ponds. So what we have to do, drinking water should always be stored in the clean and covered utensils to avoid contamination, and the swimming pools should have an efficient filtering system to clean the water regularly, and these type of the ponds where the bathing cleaning done, we should not drink their water as well. Now we are going to learn about the diseases by the direct contact. Some of the diseases can be spread by the direct contact too. Some infections such as conjunctivitis, scabies spread through the direct contact between a healthy person to an unhealthy person. Between that means the person who have this disease, if he touches another healthy person, the diseases can be spread. Sharing things such as drinking glasses, towels and the gums using by the infected person is also can spread the disease or the infections. These all are called the contagious diseases. There are some pictures of some diseases: the anthrax, the brucellosis, the dermatophylosis, the rabies, the ringworm, ORF, Newcastle diseases, etc. These all are diseases that are through that are contaminated through the, or that can be spread through the direct contact of from the diseased person to the healthy person.
Students, I think you understood the details about the air droplet infections, food and water, and the direct contact diseases and how they can be transmitted. In the next video, we are going to learn about the different vector-borne diseases. Till then, thank you.